Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing to you today One Piece greatness, and of course, as always, Endgame One Piece is awesome. Now, as I said in the previous chapters, I've been saying this again and again and again that Kizaru is one of the most interesting characters in One Piece. He's probably the most interesting admiral, and maybe apart from Akainu, right? There's definitely a story back there, and that could be interesting. But other than that, at least for now, I think Kizaru is the most interesting. And yeah, man, he delivered it because look, I didn't want to see Sentomaru versus Kizaru dragged out, right? I mean, it finished in like 2 hits, I guess, and that's perfect. What I did want to see is the backstory, right? Is the emotions, and we did see that. We saw how he found Sentomaru, him and Vegapunk both found Sentomaru, and how he is the one who actually trained Sentomaru. He's the one who taught Sentomaru how to fight. So, it's like him fighting his pupil, just like what happened with Garp and Kuzan, right? But of course, we see the difference. We see how Kizaru is more of a, I gotta do the job, it's good for business kind of thing, right? So, but we still got a feel for him, right? Because even after defeating him, first of all, we already saw in the previous chapter that he gotta go off. All right, you may, ignore Sentomaru, right? You don't have to fight, but he still respected Sentomaru enough to fight him, right? And even after that, he may not show like overt emotions, like outward emotions, but he still did mention, like, okay, I gotta save Punk Records, the Mother Flame, and York, but I wish it were also like I could save my old friends as well, right? So, you know, people gotta understand that not everybody shows their emotions like, everybody does, right? It's everybody has their own way to process, right? And, this is Kizaru's way of processing. He's like, he has a problem with it, but because it's the job, he has to do it, right? But that doesn't mean he's gonna just like be happy about it, right? So that's growth, man. That's development. That's what I wanted to see, and that's what we're getting. So again, it's just awesome, right? It's just awesome. But on the other hand, I mean, Lucci, man. As I've already said, he never learns. I don't know when he'll realize. I want to see a situation where, maybe Kizaru or, the Gorosei or someone like tries to kill Kaku, and then he has to decide, okay, am I here choosing to, like, let them kill my friend, or, do I have to, like, just do what's good for business, right? Again, so I don't know, he's just a brainwashed dude, like, yeah, I don't know what to say about Lucci, right? Like, I mean, it's kind of interesting to see what he's gonna do, but I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen, right? I mean, Zoro. It could be like Zoro is gonna just take care of him, right? Or maybe it could. Again, I don't want this, but there are too many Straw Hats, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like the Straw Hats, if they do this strategically, like Kizaru's not gonna do anything to them, right? I mean, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Jinbei, and the rest of the Straw Hats could just be utility in the background, right? But everybody could team up on Kizaru, which I can assure you Kizaru's gonna lose if that's gonna happen, right? But I don't think that's gonna happen, right? Because I think Oda wants to show more of Luffy versus Kizaru. I mean, I want to see more of Luffy versus Kizaru, but because of that, as a consequence, I think we're gonna see Rob Lucci versus Zoro dragged out, right? Even if we know that Zoro could like demolish this dude, right? But it is what it is, man. I mean, at least we're getting Kizaru versus Luffy, and that seemed awesome, man. I mean, previous chapter, everybody were like, "Oh, Luffy's scared, man. He shat himself." Like, calm down. It's just reactions, man. Oda is good with reactions. you gotta take it in and see what's coming next. You don't gotta judge the reactions, right? So of course, look at Luffy now. I mean, he's confronting Kizaru. He's like, well, Kizaru, we are 100 times stronger than back in the day when you almost killed us, right? I mean, Kizaru could have like he could have just destroyed them, right? If like Rayleigh and Kuma weren't there, like Kizaru would have just fucking destroyed them. I mean, again, he didn't destroy the other supernova either, so I guess it is what it is. Maybe the objective wasn't to eradicate them. It was more like show your dominance, right? Because sometimes killing someone won't accomplish the thing you're trying to do more than like scaring them, right? If you scare them to death, you're like, you show who's the boss, then that sometimes is more effective. So maybe that was the intent. So whatever, but Luffy is confident now, and he's like, well, we're 100 times stronger. You can't just like play with us like you did back in the day, right? Like you can't just instantly, like you can't do what you did with Sentomaru, right? That's basically the thing. So I mean, it is awesome, man. It is awesome. And again, I'm throughout all of this, I never questioned the command chips or the hierarchy to like question or order these like Seraphim or the Pacifist and all that shit. Because look, I understand, like it sounds silly how like someone could just knock out Sentomaru and use a command chip to order these pacifista to attack their allies, but like somehow these command chips work, but Vegapunk himself, who has a higher command, he can't just order these things, right? I mean, people have questioned all of these things. Again, there's a Gorosei as well. He could like overwrite Vegapunk, but whatever, right? I mean, it's whatever sci-fi thing. You don't gotta question those things, right? You just take whatever you get, in at least in that regard, right? So whatever. Yeah, Kizaru commands the pacifista to attack the sea beasts and stuff, and yeah, whatever, man. I don't care about that, right? It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, comment down, guys. What do you guys think about all of these things that happen in this chapter? Everything that's gonna happen. Where are the Blackbeard pirates? Because we do know there's someone out there, right? So they gotta be doing something. And yeah, I mean, I'm just excited for Luffy versus Kizaru. Will it be serious? Will it be just like they gotta drag that fight out to show both are awesome and Luffy is awesome and all of that shit, and then eventually they just Luffy is just buying time for them to escape? Maybe that's I think that's gonna happen, right? I don't think like the fight is gonna end. So who knows. I mean, I'd be happy if the fight ends, but I don't think it's gonna end. So it is what it is, right? But anyways, as always, until next time, peace.